I'm Mr. James from Charm City Karate. Welcome to our form series. This is actually a set. This is called Star Block. Star Block gives you 5 basic blocks and a hidden block. I'm going to go through it pretty slow for you guys. I'm going to give you some call outs down at the bottom. I'm also going to do it opposed. What that means is, even though I'm saying right, I'm going to be doing it with my left, so that you, A, don't have to look at my butt, and B, you can follow along with me. If I do my right hand while I'm saying right hand, then you got to like flip it around in your head, and that's just bad teaching. Okay, so you want to get into your training horse for this. First block, we're going to do everything with the right hand first. All right, so first you're going to do upward. When you do your upward block, you want to make sure that your thumb comes over your ear. If you've been watching our Kenpo on Dummies series, that'll give you some good tips on the basics of the blocks. But you want to make sure that your thumb comes over the opposite ear and you have a nice roof over your head so that whatever hits is going to slide off. Then you're going to do inward, outward. Now we're going to add a move that isn't really a block. Okay, it's called a touch. It comes here. The reason we added this move is because if you go from here, this outward block, straight to the downward block, a lot of people weren't redirecting to come down for the downward block and get power. They're going from here to here. Give them a really weak block, sucked. We don't want that. So what we're going to do is from here we're going to bring this to touch and then do a nice downward block, gives them more power. Make sure you do your downward block that your elbow is not locked. If your elbow is locked, you get kicked in the elbow, it's going to break. You're going to be very sad. So keep a little bit of a bend in there. Also make sure that the angle of your forearm matches the angle of your leg, and that there's enough space in there to give you a cushion when you block. If your arm's over here, you're going to get kicked in the leg or the hip. It's not really that good. Not good blocking. Okay? Then you can do a back elbow, push down, and then you're going to come back to your belt. When you do your push down, remember, elbow goes out. Okay? It doesn't stay back here. Keep your thumb out of the way too. Back to the belt. Now you can do your left hand. Upward, inward. Make sure this crosses the center line. If it stays over here, you're going to get popped. Outward. With your outward block, you want to make sure that it comes out just to the side of your own frame. If it comes way out here, there's nothing over here for you to block. All right? Just to the outside of your own frame. Touch, downward, elbow, push down, and back to the belt. Now we're going to do both hands. Upward. You got to have a nice X over your head when you do the upward. Inward. These do not have to cross. I won't yell at you if they do, but they do not need to cross. Outward. Touch. Downward. Elbows. Push down. And back to the belt. Now you notice when I do my back elbows, I don't look. The reason for that is because Star Block is a set and not a form. In Kenpo, sets do not have an imaginary bad guy. Only forms do. Since there's no imaginary bad guy, I don't need to look and make sure I'm not going to hit anybody. Same thing with finger set. There's nobody back there, so I don't need to look when I'm doing my back elbows and my pokes. When I'm doing, I don't know, one of the forms where I'm hitting behind me, I would need to look. This is a set, don't need to look. All right, so let's do it one more time, nice and slow. Start with the right hand. You're going to do upward, inward, outward, touch, downward, elbow, push down, back to the belt. Left hand, upward, inward, outward, touch, downward, elbow, push down, and then back. Now you do both hands, upward, inward, outward, touch, downward, elbow, push down, back to the belt. All right, so there's Star Block for you. Remember, the beauty of YouTube is you can rewind this, watch it over and over and over again. Just keep hitting that replay button as many times as you need to till you get this. It's like an inexhaustible instructor for you. So watch it. If you like this video, hit the like button. Leave a comment if you like it. Practice. Have a good day. I'm Mr. James from Charm City Karate. See you in class.